Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of the Amiga Retracing webcast. Tonight this is episode 40, so we will try to, without further delay, go on and create the last part of our landing gear leg. Okay, so let's fire up Lightwave and go directly to Modeler. Okay, so first of all, we are much better for you to see what's going on also. So let's start with a disk. So I'm selecting a disk and then I'm pressing N for bring up the numeric requester, and I start off with 8 sides and 3 segments, and I want my bottom to be up to 2 meter, and the top I want it to be to 6 meter. Okay, so the center has to be in 4 meters only on the z-axis, and then about the radii, all radii shall be in 2 meters. There, let's see what I am creating right now. There. So this is my octagonal cylinder, if I may name it just like that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do about that, okay, before I go on, I have to show you what we are doing tonight actually. So let's recap and show you what we will be doing for those of you that haven't been watching the latest episodes. So this is our rig, and we will be modeling this part here. One moment. There. So we will be modeling the upper part of the rear gear hierarchy. Okay. So we start off with this cylinder again. These are my this is my input I am doing. Actually, wait a minute. I think, yeah, I made a mistake. So let us do it again. I am selecting the z-axis here. So 8, 3, 2, 6. 2 meters, 6 meters. The center shall be 0, 0, and then z shall be 4. And 2, 2, 2 meters each radius. There. I think that's the correct thing. Yes. Now I have it on my z-axis. Okay, so this is the z-axis. So now, after I've done that, I am selecting the innermost points here. Okay, and I'm stretching them along the z-axis outwards. And so let's say 1.8. So the z-axis here, 1.8. Okay, the center shall be 0. Oops, no, undo. Yeah. That is why. And this, yes, the because I made it 0, 4. 4 is here, 4 meters. There. That's what I want to achieve right now. Okay, you can see it here as well. So after that, I'm deselecting them, and what I am going to the left view. I'm selecting now the outermost points. There. The outermost points, and then I will be stretching them by 0.8 along both the Z and X and Y axis. Excuse me, the X and Y axis, so shrinking them a bit. Okay. So selecting stretch again, resetting. Okay. This time I want it to be on the 0. on 0, 0, 0. I don't mind because I won't be messing up with my z-axis. So 0.8, 0.8. There. Okay, starts looking like a barrel. Now I'm deselecting everything. Now I want this side here, or this side, to be perpendicular to the x-axis. So because I want to stretch this along that way. Okay, so I will just rotate along the z-axis. So this is 45 degrees. I want to rotate that 45 degrees divided by 2. So I just press numeric here. The axis shall be z, and then I can just do the division really. So 45 divided by 2, and if I press enter, I just have the division. So it's a nice feature to be able to do that in just fields. There. So now I have it here. And now I'm going to be selecting these 3 polygons and there. And I will be beveling them, really. No, wait a minute. No, what's my notes here? Oh, no. Before I do that, I'll just be beveling these little guys here. There. Okay. There. So then I will be selecting bevel, and the inset I want shall be 1 meter, and shift shall be 650 millimeters. Okay. There. Now I have them more smaller, so I'm creating the draft object of a smoother object, really, So now my utmost goal is to be able to subdivide these, but this polygon here is a 8-point polygon, so it won't subdivide at all. Okay, so if I am here and I just to subdivide, so it gets I get this complaint by a modeler. So I just want to make sure these 2 are also either triangles or quads. So in this case, what suits me best is to have these divided in small triangles, just like that. So in order to do that, I'm adding everything else there, and I'm working. Let's work on this perspective view. Wait a minute. Yes, this one first. There. Okay. So I have 8 points. I'm killing all polygons. Okay. Wait a minute. Am I doing correctly? Yes, I'm killing both polygons first. Now there are no polygons, just these 2. Now I want an extra point to be created. So I'll create it here. Let's see, -0.2. Let me see here what's going on. Minus. Yes, here. Let's go here and let me see. I have. Hold on a minute. this object is not centered, so I'll just center it. Very, very important. And now I'm going to be, I think I made a mistake in the beginning with the requesters. So I'll just undo some, redo here. So I will be having the polygons, center, and select these two and hide all else. Then kill the polygons and then create points. Let's say I'm going to -2.8, one here and one in the plus side. There. Okay, so now I have polygons. I now have enough points to be creating triangles. Okay. There. So now I can work in this view. Okay. And hold on a minute. 0 here, and now I can start selecting triangles. Point, 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 point. There. I'm checking that every polygon is facing outwards. Okay. That it does that. So now to the other side, centering here with G, zooming in. There. There. Up, undo. 3 points. 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now that I'm done with that, I am unhiding everything. Let's see now, everything is in order. So, yep, no forgotten points that haven't been polygons. Great. So now that I have these, that have the created the the triangles here in the edges, and now I am going to make triangles. Yes, I've done that. And now in the face view here, okay, I'm selecting these 3 polygons I want to work with. Hold on. So, yep, these 3 polygons are selected now. Here you can see them. There. Okay. And I am now I'm going to show you a trick. It's not really a trick, but it's a nice way to use smooth shift. Also, if I say select smooth shift and I leave it, say something along, anything other than 0, I'm going to get this result. Okay, so I'm pressing undo. What I want to be able to have an extension of these polygons and to be able to drag them. So if I do that now, say drag, you see I drag the rest of the geometry here. So how to do that? I'm going to multiply and smooth shifting, and I just input 0 here. That doesn't matter really. So 0 is very, it's the way to go. Now what I have here, which is not visible, is I have the extension and the root polygon. So if I try to move, now I see, pure magic. So here, you can see that I made a literally I routed some more polygons out from the main object without affecting the root points themselves. Okay. And yeah, now having done that, we will stretch them. We will move them. No, sorry, we'll move them 8.2 meters along the x-axis. Okay, here. So now I'm close to 10, I think. Yeah, I'm at about 10 meters. Now I'm stretching this guys by 0.73. So let me do that also here. Stretching as along which axis actually? By Z. 0.73. There, yes. And hold on a minute. I have here. I'm stretching the by 0. Yes, that is done. And here now I made so many notes for this episode, you know. Yeah, exactly. Now I'm gonna be expanding this. Okay. So I'm gonna be say no, wait a minute. That shouldn't be. Yep. Anyway, let's go here. Let's go on with this without the stretching, because it sounds as if I didn't want that to happen. So I am trying the bevel again, or yeah. Now remember. Now remember what's going on. So I want this undo. Wait a minute. I am selecting make a cuboid, let word boolean subtract. Yeah. That is that was my mistake. So I'm doing that really. I'm doing that. Now in another layer, now I'm switching to layers. In another layer, I am creating a cuboid. So I will be having that here, there, approximately here. So, or just let me input what I have done here. So the first it will be 9 meters minus 1.8 minus 2.7 12 meters 1.8 2.7 segments can be the same. So that is where I am creating a cuboid here. So now I'm inverting layers and I'm doing the subtraction. Okay, and that shall be also followed by merge points. So 8 points eliminated. Oops, sorry. So yeah, that is how it looks now. So after that, now we are selecting the new polygon here. Okay, and beveling with the following data, minus 400 millimeters, and shifting it by 700 millimeters. There. Okay. Just there, here. One bevel till more, so inset 0. Now I want to expand without being stretched over, you know. Shift to 1.5 meters there, and last I'm insetting, closing it again to 100 millimeters and shifting it by 500 millimeters there. Okay. So with now, if I now the outer goal is to as I said earlier, to metaform on this. But this point, this polygon here, if you see in the info, it has also 8 points. So we'll try to create some smaller polygons, preferably quads, you know, for that, so that, you know, the metaform is going to be performed just right. So having it selected, I'm killing every polygon and just select them. Just select 4 points, 4 points there. Okay, so now I'm ready to perform. I think I'm ready to perform the metaform. That means modeler will not complain. So Shift D, yes, and it works. Okay, canceling for now. Let's save this object now. Okay, so let's save this first. So let's do a we said episode 40. Nice. Pretty high milestone, really. So this is our right leg and the upper leg, the stage 2 of the upper leg. Okay, and created. Now this is saved. This is our stage. Okay. And what do I have next? Exactly. We have created our base object, and before we metaform it, okay, we have to consider really, I don't think this is, perhaps it's not, yeah, let us see what is the size of my original upper leg quad. Okay, so this is it, and this is what I created now. So you know, it's really disproportionate. We want to keep the orientation for now, but we want to be this side, you know, approximately. So I'll just press 3 times R, which is, you know, I'm rotating 90 degrees. Okay, and see what is going on here. And as you can see, there has to be some resizing in order for it to be on the same scale as the one we've used in our hierarchy, you know. And let's see now, let's see. Yes, I'm resizing now. Going here, G, there. Let's see now. Yeah. Maybe a bit more, but the length is what we're after, and really I think yeah, let's leave it there right now for now. Okay, we'll later go into the trouble to making it exactly as the upper leg. So having that done, we are here. So let us subdivide now. Metaform, and then once more. And now we created our smooth object. Really? Here. Okay. Let's see now what we have more. I'm done for that. Yeah. First of all, next it will be smooth shifting these caps here. I want to make some pretty nice looking, and so we'll be selecting 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 polygons. So we going there. Now smooth shifting, and on this point here I'm just moving them and along -100, say. Oops, sorry, no, along the z-axis. I think it's too much. You know what? There. I'll go on with that plan, you know. Anyway, I'll edit it out. I'll edit out that thing. So I'm just metaforming there. Metaforming. Then selecting these caps here. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Okay. So smooth shifting 0, and then moving minus. Yes. Now I'm selecting these and give them a proper name. Okay. Let's see here. Right gear, upper leg, cap. Yeah. Kneecaps or whatever. Smooth on and apply. Okay, I'm doing the same for the other part here. So G, one, 2, 3, 4. Here, smooth shift again, and moving. This time positive. Great. Selecting the new polygons now. 2. Cap. There. Okay. Let me see now. Default. Yes. Yep, correct. So now if I select these caps here, they will be along the same, you know, just in case I've selected more from one side than the other. Yeah, all checks out great. Okay, while I'm at it, let's resurface the rest of them and call them, let's say, brass gear upper leg, white metal, and do a whitish color there. There. Great, great, great. I've done that. Now let's save that as stage 3. Okay, saving that as stage 3. Yes, correct. So now what I've been thinking that now we have to create a shape for using it for subtraction here, you know. And so I'm just coming here. Let's see now what I have for things, you know. Okay, now making a cuboid. Let me see now. I think now I should resize, but let me go on and create that actually. Oops. Meon 40 minus there, minus 420, 440, 440, 230, and 1. Let me see if I've done it correctly. Yeah, this shall be millimeters. Yep. Okay. So now, before I create that, now is the time to resize. Let me do that. Let me just create that and delete that anyway. Resize that. So along the 0, 0, 0 origin, point of origin, and stretch. No, I'll resize that 0.2. There. Now zooming in. I think that's correct. Oh yes. I'm selecting these points here. Now, what I want to do now, because this is too short for my leg here, so I'll just stretch them. I will actually move each segment by some millimeters so that it will be correct. So let's say it's 1 meter. So let's move everything by 100 millimeters. Okay. So moving 100 millimeters along the x-axis. There. Now I'm deselecting this and repeating it for each segment. Okay. Okay, I may have to there. Let's see how much more I have. Let me just. Now that's approaching, and I can really select and make, say, 50 millimeters. There. Oops. I made a mistake here. Okay, that is correct. Redo, deselect, and that is That is adequate. Great. That looks great. So I'm approximately, the same on the same scale, Okay. So having done that, let me save that once more as stage 4, or really stage 3 actually. Yes, stage 3. And let's start by creating the next part. Okay. So here I have another layer on a new layer. Let us keep that in the background and make a new cuboid. So I'm keeping everything here because I've input it before for minus 420, 420, 420, 440, 440 to 30. There. And let me see. There's some error. Yes. Minus 230. Yes. What is minus 230? Exactly. Okay, I'm creating this cuboid here. I'm mirroring it along the y-axis. So now I have these two guys here, and this is my template for my Boolean regarding the lower leg. Okay, so now I'm loading the lower leg, which is let me see now. Right gear, lower leg. Exactly. So this is the lower leg from the previous episode. So I will be cutting it here in the sides. Okay. So merging points or subtracting. Okay, let me see. Let me show you what is happening. Yeah, I've subtracted that. See? Here. Now merging points. 108 points created. So now I am saving that as version 6. So why did I went into that, this distance? Well, that is because I want to keep the lower leg in this, this width, and then I will be subtracting this space here from the upper leg. Okay. So that is done. That is correct. And let me see. Let me really, hold on a minute. I have to resurface that, really. So right gear, lower white. So these two shall be right gear, lower white again. Right gear, lower white. Okay, smoothing. Anyway, doesn't affect it really. And now I'll be saving that as version 6 of lower leg. Right gear, lower leg, version 6. Great. Okay, let me delete that so that I won't do any other overwrite on that. Now I'm loading the upper leg in a new layer. So the lower leg, hold on a minute, let me delete these. Actually, I want this, and so I will move it into layer 0, layer 10. Okay, so now I have this. This is the upper leg. On another layer, I'm loading the lower leg stage 6 that we just created. Okay, so you see both of them, they are like that. Okay, so you can imagine what I'm trying to do. Now let us create a cuboid, an empty layer now. I want the lower leg in the background box, and minus 400, minus 400, minus 250, 280, 400, 250. Okay, segments 1 each. So this is the space I'm going to be cutting from the upper leg, you know. This is the lower leg space that I'll be subtracting from the upper leg. So having done that, I'm going to the lower leg layers, to the lower legs layer, and hold on a minute. Yeah, doing that. Then I'm switching, and now I want to see how the lower leg is going to be resting inside the upper leg. So I'll just I'm there, lower leg. Let me save that as stage 6. No, wait a minute. Yes, I did that. Number 8, lower leg layer. Yes, I'm just saving that as lower leg stage 6 rotated. I'll show you why. Okay, so its resting point regarding this, I'll show you, shall be nested inside here. So I just want to see how much of the upper leg I'm going to be subtracting away. So in order to do that, I created a object that I won't be using, the rotated one. So I'll be rotating it inside this structure, so to see what is going on. Okay. So I'm hovering my mouse along the 000 axis here and pressing R 3 times. So I see here that this shall be nested up to here. Okay, so this is the area I want to be subtracting from. So now I'm going to the cuboids layer. Let's see what I see here. So sorry, there. Okay, so now I have this little area here. Sorry. Yes. I'm killing all points. Killing all points. Deleting all these points because I don't need them. And then I am there. What I want is I want to create some more points here that roughly follow the shape of the lower legs form. So here one. Let me just go in. Let's go here. That there's this here, and that shall be the end. And then let's add one here. So there. Okay. So what did I do? So I just created this shape here. Okay. Yeah, did that. Now I want these guys to be on the same plane. See here that the new points are not on the same plane in relation to these. And I'm selecting everything, Control V, which is set value, and then Y axis 400 millimeters. There. Now everything is on the same plane. Okay, deselecting everything. And now I am mirroring the new points along the x-axis so that I will be creating a full form here. So I want, let me kill let me delete these guys and just create everything, select everything except for that, because otherwise it will be a double point. Multiply, mirror, and I have my form here created. Okay. So this, if I create a polygon, if I create polygons, it will be too rough. So I want to create an open curve here. There. So I'm selecting all these, Control P, or create curve here, make curve. Okay. With this now selected, with a new curve selected, let me see, it's also here, and you can see here, there, what's going on. Yeah, we did that. And now it's time to freeze the curve. So the freeze does, the curve won't be rendering on the renderer. It's just a helping tool to keep us to make us do some more finely detailed objects. Okay, some more finely detailed forms. So we want to freeze that. Oops, sorry. We want to freeze that because otherwise it won't show on the our it won't show in the rendering. What I want to do, I want to keep curve division in coarse. I don't want that much of a detail. Control D for freezing, or here, this is the button. Okay, so now I have this shape here. This is a polygon that's made of the curve, but I don't need that, so I'm killing that. Then I see some discrepancies here, so it's not completely symmetric. And also you can see that this point does not fall on the zero on the Z0 coordinates. So I'll just clear these again once more, cleaning them. There. Z reset, I want this to 0. Correct. Here. And the rest of the points shall be mirrored once again. Okay, maybe this also is not needed because it's starting to fold inwards. So yeah, I won't use that as well, really. Not this one, only these guys. And mirror that 0, bottom left. I see on my bottom left the Z0. Enter. And now I have my polygons. So now I can really create a polygon here. Okay. So now we're left here. So exactly now I can make a single polygon out of all of these. Let me zoom in, shift, and the last two, shift and select, P, creating polygon. So you can see here the created form I've made. Okay, now I will be extruding that. I'll make sure that's towards the minus there. And I'm switching this viewport to the solid mode so that I can see that, you know, it's not the other way around. If you had this, so you can see now you're looking at your polygons are in the wrong orientation. Okay, you can also select and see that they are pointing inwards. Okay, flipping does the job. And now let me see here, and exactly. So now that I'm done with that, I'm certain that this is centered, of course, if I've done it correctly. Yep. Switching layers. Now have the polygon we created in the background. Okay. Now I want actually only this layer there. Okay. And subtracting, Boolean subtracting. And I created this guy here. Okay. And followed by merge points, 88 points eliminated, and now I am saving that as UpperLeg stage 4. Wait a minute. Yes, now this is our stage 4. Okay. Now with that created, there's one last thing to do. Deleting that, I'm deleting that, clearing that. I'm saving the original UpperLeg, the first stage object, which is just a quad. And now this is the one I'll be orienting my object to. So creating that there. I just, in reality, wait a minute, I think, yes, this is the lower part of the leg. So I'll just move that. Hold on a minute, let me see. There. No, just, oh, the center shall be this, I think. There, this 2.98, roughly 3 meters, So I'll just move that -3 meters, there, and then rotate that, hovering on the 0, 0, 0 axis, rotating that, and minus 90 degrees. There. So that is the correct orientation of my object. Okay, let me check if it is centered here along the x-axis only. So let me see first. Yeah, this is correct, and I'm going down. Correct as well. So, okay. Exactly. Great. Now I'm saving that. The next UpperLeg stage, I think stage 5. Really, exactly. Stage 5. Right gear, UpperLeg, stage 5. So let's see. Yes. Okay. So now I'm done with modeling. Let's see what we have created really. This is my hierarchy. Okay. And if all is done correctly, right gear UpperLeg, I'm replacing that with right gear. Wait a minute. No, this is 40, episode 40. Yes. Right gear UpperLeg, stage 5. Almost there, So you can see there are some details to be to be calculated as well. So let me see here. Yes, let us rotate the view over here and then move it a bit and then zoom in a bit so you can see here what is going on. So I'll just need to, yes, here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be I'm going to be, this shall be at the -3 meters point, because let's go to modular and I'll show you what I mean by that. So I'm going here. So this is the center of rotation for my lower leg. Okay. So if I select this and info, I see this is in -3 meters exactly. So that suits me. And that suits me because this here is at -3.090. If I edit that, that should be much more correct. So I'm just let me center that. Yeah, I'm just what am I? Here I am. So there, rotating. Let me center there, and see it's almost there, there. Okay, something more is, perhaps this center of rotation is missing, but we also having the old lower leg stage 4. So I'm just replacing that 2 with the new one we did now, lower leg stage 6. Okay. And see what is going on here. Let me see. And I think we might, yeah, that is great. I think we just did it. Correct. See here also how that's, let me, there. So this is gathering the leg, perhaps a bit too much. Let me fix that too. And here, so you have this, maybe there's a conflict here, but I can, yeah, I can just tell that a null object should not go too much there. So this is 180 degrees. So I just wanted to end at 175, not go all the way up, see? So I'm just moving that. Going to inverse kinematics options, 175. There. Okay, and it's done. The only thing that's left is to save my scene. Here. 40. And rear right gear rake default. So let's see. Yes, correct. So once more, watching at the movement. Yes. Okay. So that was it for today. Let us do a quick rendering for seeing how that looks. So right gear, let's say lower white. Let's copy that, the lower white to the upper white there, and then also the upper leg, the cup, loading that, just giving it a bit reddish, dark red color. here, there. Okay, and saving all this just before we do a quick render before we close. There, quick render. And let me move the camera a bit, rotate the camera, there. Looks good, but maybe the lighting is awful. Yep. There. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Okay, so in the next episode, we will be animating it, putting it together with the full interplanetary shuttle, and we'll start building an animation of that. Okay, let me save that. Great. Thank you for watching. Some names for our supporters. Midone, thank you to Midone, Yarla, George Chokanos Volquero, Anthony Jarvis, GS, Todd Chamberlain, and Seth Garner. Thank you guys, and have a nice night. Bye bye.